Have you ever hugged someone 6'10"? I'll show you how. Come on, stand up, stand up. I'll show you why I have to be strong. Because now if I come, and now you are like really light, so easy. But what if I would have lit and I'm like, ugh, you would be like, right, but you. What's good, everybody? Welcome back or to my channel. It's your boy, the self-aware savage. And as y'all can see, I done switched up the backdrop today. I decided to come out to the pool, man, just to show y'all, you know, kind of how I'm living a little bit. Hey, and at the end of the day, this video is about what Los Angeles taught me about success. So y'all might as well see first person what success look like. Actually, I'll show y'all, you know, what the pool area like over here. Let me spin that thing around. So as you can see, pool's over here. You know, we got like a couple jacuzzis and all this other ish, but let's get back to it. One of the first things living in Los Angeles taught me about success is that talent is not enough, all right? Now, let me explain to you what I mean by that. Right now, wherever you live, whatever you do or within your circle, you probably have certain traits or attributes about yourself that stand out. And I think that that's amazing, whether it's the gift of gab, whether you're a good artist, whether you can dance, your physical shape. I could just keep going down the line, but there's something about you that just makes you unique. And those are the people that end up moving to Los Angeles. Now, why is that so important? That is so important because imagine being around so many people to where those attributes you had about yourself no longer stand out anymore. And now it's like, okay, what else can you do? Do you feel me? Or like, how have you decided to take that to the next level? And that is one of the most humbling experiences, and why so many people after they move here end up dipping after like a year or two, because they realize, damn, it's not easy to win here. Yo, the amount of people, y'all, I've been here for 4 years now, that I've met and they've been gone within a year because things didn't work out for them is crazy. And then they talk so much shit about LA and what it's like living there. And it's the people. No, what it is they came here with this crazy ego. They're like, oh yeah, I'm the shit in my town. And once I get there, I'ma shut it down. And hey, maybe that'll happen for you. Maybe you'll get that lucky. But honestly, I really doubt it, because the magnitude of competition is something most people have never experienced. And if you've never had to compete, then you aren't going to thrive, especially for people that's attractive, right? Because you may come to the city thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna be getting dates every week. People gonna be blowing that bag on me, all types of nonsense. Then you get here and realize, wait, even the most attractive person can't get a modeling job because they already filled with so many other attractive people. Like, it starts to weigh on your soul if you're not ready to really step up and make things happen for yourself. And so one thing I would just tell a lot of people is, man, if you're not really ready to put in that work, if you're not really ready to sacrifice, if you're not ready to be locked in and disciplined, don't come to this city, because you are going to fail. I'm gonna just be honest with you. Like, it's your looks, they'll get you in a lot of doors, but at the end of the day, it's so common that if you even think that you had to just smash the promoter living in your city to get in for free, man, listen, you're gonna have to smash the promoter, his homeboys, the bouncer, because it's just so normal. You feel me? And I know I'm just using looks as my example, but just take that concept and then trajectory it across the field. And also you gotta remember, if you think that you got some way of doing things that's so different than everybody else, imagine how many other finessers are here as well. So you probably thinking like, oh yeah, nah, they just ain't never finagle shit like me. Listen, people done seen it all here. And imagine people make way more money. So that director that you really want to meet to get you on that job, you know how many actors he meet that pitch their whole portfolio, who's probably done way more than you right now. You get what I'm saying? It's just, you're in such a competitive state every single day, and a lot of people just can't thrive in this. The second thing that living in Los Angeles taught me about success is that connections matter, okay? Listen, y'all, I don't care how talented you are. I don't care how hard you work. There are some doors that are not getting opened if you don't know someone to help you get in that door, okay? This is just a fact. And this is why as well, if you move here and you're more introverted, you don't really like talking to people, you don't like putting yourself out there, you're gonna fail, okay? Like, extroverted people win way more out here just because they're putting themselves out there, right? Like, I'll give y'all an analogy if you wanted to be able to wrap your head around it. How many people go to a party, okay? We'll make it a house party. And then if you're an introvert, you walk into the party, you speak to the couple people that you know before you went there that can't do anything to change your life, right? And you speak to them, you're kind of by yourself the whole time, and then you end up dipping. And then someone asks you, hey, how did it go? And you're like, I could have stayed home. But you're an extrovert. You go in there, you introducing yourself to people, you putting yourself out there, you taking shots with people, you having drinks with new people. Not only are you talking to people you know, but you're talking to all these new people there because you put yourself out there. You leave that party and someone says, hey, how did it go for you? And you're like, yo, it was amazing. Like, I met so many new people. Like, you all see the difference now? Both people went to the same place, but one person left with a totally different experience. That's gonna be the difference in you becoming successful or not. That's gonna be the difference in you building up the connections that you need to be able to open that door. You feel me? With that being said, I will tell you a direction that I recommend everybody to go that first gets here. So a lot of times you want to meet the person at the top, of course, right? Because that's the easiest shortcut to get to where you want to go. But the best path forward actually in Los Angeles is this, especially if you got drive, especially if you got motivation, especially if you got ambition for yourself. And that is to, when you go to these events, try to meet like-minded people that think exactly like you, right? Because by just meeting those people who are going to be willing to grind and put in that work and put in that effort, the same that you're willing to do, all y'all can win together. And then eventually you'll meet them people that you're gonna be able to break through the door with. You feel me? So like, that is the right path to becoming successful. The third thing that moving to Los Angeles taught me about success is that the people who create opportunities end up way more successful than the people who are waiting on them, right? And it's kind of flow back into my other point about meeting the connections that you need to get to the place you want to go. Because when I got here, right, and I was just figuring everything out, yeah, I was meeting people just because of my extroverted personality, but I really wasn't finding the opportunities that I needed for myself. But then, as I got my feet grounded, I was like, all right, yo, I'm gonna start shooting content. All right, yo, I'm gonna have a podcast. I'm gonna have acting classes at the crib sometimes. Yo, so many people here aren't really doing nothing. They aren't up to nothing. They're always just so down. So like with my podcast, I ended up interviewing like 20 people. You can go check all the different podcasts that I've done. Did I really understand how to do it? No, but it was just the point that because I created an opportunity, people wanted to be a part of it. And it's the same thing with everything. So when you get here, it ain't about how much money you got. If you create opportunities for people to want to be around you, then you are gonna get more connections. It's like the same thing with this complex I live in now, right? I only been here for like a month and then I had to be gone in New York for like a week. So I haven't even really been here for real. And now that I've been spending more time here, meeting more people, I can already see just how much opportunity I can create. Man, we got so many grills out this joint. We got the nice pool. We got every amenity you could think of, basketball court, volleyball court, tennis. You choose it, it's here. You feel me? And I could be telling people, yo, just pull up to the complex. We're gonna throw a cookout this evening. I'm gonna bring out the hookah. I got all that. You hear me? And now you become someone where people look forward to spending time with. Yo, are you throwing anything next weekend? Yo, are you doing anything for the holidays? Because remember, a lot of people ain't really up to nothing. And so you being that place that they can come to be able to unwind and get out the house to meet new people, game changer. Now, the fourth thing that living in Los Angeles taught me about success, and I think this is really, really, really important, and that is having a backup plan doesn't mean that you don't 100% believe in your main plan or that you can't make it happen. So I don't know why, but there seems to always be pushed this delusion that you gotta go all in to make your dream happen. But how exactly do you go all in if you don't have the money to invest in the dream that you're trying to chase after? Do you feel me? All right, y'all, the Osmo overheated, so I had to move to the shade. So let's continue where we were. Money to invest in yourself is literally gonna be the difference between you winning out here and you not winning, right? Being able to tell people, oh yeah, I only model, I only act, I only do music, yo, that's lit once you get to that point. But while you are building to get to that point, you are gonna need to invest in yourself. If during this time, you have to have a 9-to-5 to make that happen, that does not mean you are never going to be able to achieve your dreams. And that is really important. There are so many people out here broke, out here literally don't know if they gonna pay rent next month because they think it's shameful to say you have a job. And it's one of the craziest mindsets. Like, a lot of y'all know I have a job, but what I think it really is too is that because a lot of people move here as soon as they like 19, 20, 21, they don't really have a bigger aspect of the world outside of net 30, net 60, net 90. And what that means is that's how once you get booked for a job and you pay, they usually pay you either the 30-day mark, the 60-day mark, or the 90-day mark, right? And due to this, they don't realize that if you got a job that you can have unlimited PTO, really good benefits, a amazing 401k plan. You can actually get paid more than minimum wage. It's like a lot of them have never developed the skills to acquire jobs like that. And so they just believe the only thing available is like servers, bartender, working at LA Fitness, coffee shops, right? Those are gonna be just normal jobs you see out here with a lot of people. But yeah, man, you need to be able to be making money and investing in yourself to actually be able to win in life. Like you can't just start winning without no type of foundation being set up for yourself. And if you stayed around to the end, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus one, because this is actually something that I'm planning to implement on my life too. And that is, yo, if you got it, you can spend it to make yourself look better, right? So when I was flat ass broke moving to California, my thought process of people that was getting veneers, getting hair transplants, I don't know, facelifts, whatever, was always like, yo, just let yourself age naturally. Yo, if that's just how you look, just let it be. Like, learn to love you. You're a damn fool. You hear me, y'all? Like, when you make money, you should make yourself look presentable. See, I got a whole different mind shift now for myself. And even for me, I'm currently about to, my veneers start on my bottom row. Literally in 2 weeks, that's when I go back. I already got like them to scan it and everything. They had my joints stupid straight. And then after that, I'm gonna get them white. And then guess what? When that's done, I'm like, damn, yo, I don't think my smile is fire. Guess what? I'm going to get veneers. And that doesn't bother me anymore to say. Before, it'd have been like, me, go get veneers. Nah, man, I'm just going, no. You getting more money. If you wanna make yourself look better, then do that. You feel me? Same thing with like my hair, right? So my hair looks good, it's long, this is all me. You know what I'm saying? And I've sometimes been like, all right, yo, I'm gonna cut it at some point, maybe the next year or two. Yo, when I cut it, I'm going to go get a hair transplant. Why? Because I don't want to be one of, I mean, with the locks, it don't look bad, but I don't want to be one of those people with a cut and my shit back here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want my shit back up here. I want my shit to be on fire. And it's like, but these things are just normal now because so many other people out here with money do it. And you realize it's the poor people that's always like, man, just go bald. That's dumb as hell. Why would you just go bald when you could just get a hair transplant for like 4 or 5 grand in Turkey? You know, it's just so crazy how much different you start to think and do things like once you're around more successful people and you see how they operating and living with their life, you know? All right, y'all, I really hope you enjoyed this video, man. If you did, make sure you hit that like button. Also, comment your thoughts. What did I say within this video that might have stood out to you that you weren't thinking about or you have been thinking about? Also, are you considering switching up your environment and coming out to the Sunshine State? I didn't even really say that in the video, but let me tell y'all, yo, living in sunshine and just great weather, beautiful people, yo, it changes your whole life. You feel me? I'm actually in the best shape I ever been in my life. When I take my shirt off, your boy got his ass, boy, looking good. I'm like, listen, man, it's a game changer. You hear me? So if your environment also keeping you out, come on out to the West Coast. Also, with that being said, man, hit that subscribe button and I will see everybody at the top.